Good morning, and thank you for coming today. Okay, good morning. Thank you for coming today. Hamilton Police are releasing the name of the city's most recent homicide victim. It will be 37-year-old Randy Pearden from Hamilton. At approximately 1:45 p.m. on June 15, 2024, police were called to 100 Connaught Avenue South for reports of a deceased male. The scene was secured, and the homicide unit was called in to investigate. An autopsy has confirmed that Randy's death was a homicide. Randy lived in the area. Police were dispatched to. The residence continues to be held by police pending the execution of a search warrant, and police expect to be in that area for at least today and possibly tomorrow. Police have canvassed the area for witnesses and video, and investigators are now in the process of examining the video that has been collected. Although we do have some video, we continue to encourage anyone with information to come forward, including those with video surveillance that captures the area from Melrose Avenue South to Gage Avenue along Main Street and Connaught Avenue to Dunsmuir Road between 5 a.m. and 2 p.m. on June 15th. At this time, we are still trying to determine who is in and out of that building at the time of the murder. I am not prepared to discuss the circumstances around the murder, the relationship between the deceased and the address where he was located, investigative leads. All this information remains part of this ongoing investigation. I do encourage anyone with information to contact our office or call Crime Stoppers. Thank you.
Can you say anything about the address where he was found? Was it a home? Was it a residence? Or?
It is a best described as a three-story small residential building with several units inside.
Okay. And the window that you're looking at for surveillance video is pretty wide, so I'm just wondering, was no one around, or he was there for a certain period of time before he was found? Is that
we believe he was there for a considerable amount of time within that time frame. So far, investigation has found that from the time he was located and prior to that there was movement in and out of the building. So. Not at the time we were looking at. We believe there was people in and out prior to, and that's why we're still trying to track down witnesses and who was in that apartment during either that time frame or slightly before.
Can you say anything about any weapons or anything?
I'm not prepared to discuss that as part of the ongoing investigation.
And suspects? You got one suspect?
Again, that's part of the ongoing investigation. We're trying to determine who was in and out of that building during that time frame.
You mentioned that he didn't live in the area, but was obviously that's where he was killed. Was he known to frequent that area?
He lived in the area, so that building would be known to him. I'm not sure how many times he would have been in and out of that particular building.
Close to where this happened.
We'll say in the area. I'm not prepared to give the exact address where he lived.
Was he known to police?
No. Have died or been killed, a very innocent victim.
When you say innocent, are you suggesting that was he caught in some sort of thing, with wrong place, wrong time type thing?
Again, that's part of the ongoing investigation.
Now it's likely you can't say, but the nature of his injuries or how he was killed, anything you can say?
No, I can't say anything about that.
Did you say much more stronger?
No, again, that's part of the. I mean, we do know the cause of death, but I'm not prepared to release that at this point.
Might be connected to anything else? There's been a recent string of shootings. There have been, I think, 3 other homicides this year. Is it connected to anything else? Do we know?
Again, part of the ongoing investigation, nothing stands out completely to us as connected.
Any connection with drugs?
Again, part of the ongoing investigation.
Get a hold of the victim's family?
The victim's family knows. They're
Weapons from the scene?
Again, we have not executed the search warrant at the residence, and that's part of the search warrant is
there anything that you can tell us about the victim himself? What kind of person he was?
My understanding, he was, like I said, 37 years old. He was the father of 3 children, and well loved by his family.
Is it, by your count, is this the 4th homicide of the year?
I believe it's the 4th, yes.
Okay. That doesn't take into account Jessica St. Jules, who may have been murdered in Toronto. Or
My understanding is the Niagara Regional Police is investigating that, so that wouldn't be ours.
Great.
Okay.
Could you just introduce yourself on the recording, your name and your title?
Sure. It's Acting Detective Sergeant Robert Dianni, Diianni.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
ROBERTDIANNI.
D-I, capital I, A-N-N-I.
DI capital I. And acting detective sergeant, you said?
I have no.